over here. I ain't even go nowhere.
I'm recording.
You didn't have to, huh?
Nah, didn't have to.
Yeah. Oh, word?
Yeah.
What happened? They just getting the crunk over there with the fireworks and the shooting.
Yeah, and then of course, it's always one. Dude just kind of domestic violence, and neighbors kind of saw it, and once again the women approached them like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know what I'm saying? And so when the women walk up to a car, then here come the dudes, the men followed. Dude jumped out with a pistol. So everyone kind of dispersed. I'm standing in front of my house. Everyone kind of dispersed. So next thing you know, he kind of sped off in his truck. Female in the whip. Everything good. So he pulled around other side, back side. You know what I'm saying? He just sitting in the middle of the street. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm on the corner, so I'm kind of looking, seeing what's going on. So eventually he started rolling, and he pulled back through. And from where he was originally approached at, man, and I guess the girl tried to jump out or something. And the door was open, so he sped off again, and he swiped somebody's car. Yeah. I just went in the house, bro.
Did you have baby girl out there with you?
I was outside for a few minutes before they came.
Hey, y'all want to open that back door? That smoke gonna start. Let the alarm go off.
Yeah, and then they came they came outside when he was kind of parked in the middle of the street. So I kind of was like, when he started driving, I was like, "Hey, get around to the other side of the vehicle." You know what I'm saying? Just kind of something. And then I was like, "Hey, never mind. Y'all just go in the house." And you know what I'm saying? So I did it like that. But yeah, unpredictable.
Man, it's all wild. It's all wild what's going on, man. You got it's too much. I ain't gonna say it's too much going on. We just gotta be mindful of how everything is working for us and against us. You know what I'm saying? Can't get caught up in the wrong stuff. That's what a lot of us getting caught up in. We're getting caught up in the wrong stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it. Even though it looked like it's for us, it really ain't. You know what I mean? So it's tough. So what's up, man? What Mo? Why you smile? Hey, for y'all that's listening and tuning in right now, if you're on iTunes, make sure you share it. If you checking the video out on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button and share. Hit that like, share it to your Twitter, share it to your Facebook, share it to everywhere else. If you're on IG, on Instagram, make sure you follow us and hit the like button at the Summer Podcast. At the Summer Podcast on Instagram. Twitter is at the Summer Pod. Hit that retweet button, and it's at the Summer Podcast on YouTube as well. What am I missing? What am I missing, guys?
Oh man, that's it, man. Just keep listening, man. Keep listening, following, like, and subscribing. The numbers are going up. You know what I'm saying? As we predicted, numbers will go up. So we're good, man. It's good. Pew got a little drink in his cup. You know what I'm saying? Go bangs.
You drinking that vitamin C.
Oh man, you gotta boost the immune system. I'll be on my vitamins and everything. Gotta boost the immune system, man. Low, we ain't gotta talk about Low, because Low got his goat milk over there.
Who got the garden?
He got the garden in the backyard.
Hey man, I'm just having a good time, man.
My mom's just growing tomatoes in the back. I ain't even know. We went to Home Depot the other day to get the little, I guess it's a rack. It's like a metal frame that you put in the flower plot so it can grow. I'm like, Gran, you out here growing tomatoes? And my daughter be out there with her. I'd just be like, wow. So I guess she must have heard Low podcast or something. She must have got Low.
Hey, I wonder what kind of tomato you got to ask her. Let her know what kind. Let me know what kind of tomato she growing. I might have to come over there and purchase some for her. I like them the cherry tomatoes and the plum tomatoes. They're pretty much the only two I try to eat. Cherry and plum, man. Woo, man, you make me thinking about that thing right now, man. Calm down, Mo. Chill out.
I never heard of a plum tomato. Low be on something different.
Yeah.
Tomatoes. I never heard of plum.
But you eat it. You probably don't. It's a red. Sometimes it's the red, big tomato, thicker tomatoes. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It just called a plum tomato just so that you can know the difference. But trust me, I'm sure you've had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you eat them old school bacon double cheeseburgers.
No.
You done had one. So what's up, man? We on this joint, man. We wanted to send a special edition out to Maya Moore, man.
Yeah, man. So I was doing some research on just her. I mean, I'm sure we all know who she is, and her basketball resume is probably the best ever.
Yeah.
In comparison to any basketball player, probably male or female, like her resume is stupid.
For sure.
Even from high school, UConn, back-to-back, undefeated season. She won 4 rings in the WNBA. Here's my thing about, and before we get into like the meat and potatoes of the topic, I always question young female basketball players. Because if you ask a young girl at, Pew at your school that plays basketball, if you run into a girl at a workout, you're like, yo, who's your favorite player? They're never going to tell you a female player.
For sure.
They're going to always tell you it's LeBron or Kyrie. And I don't know how that particular culture can grow if they don't really embrace like their own. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ask the same girl, like, well, what's your favorite shoe to play ball in? Because Maya Moore has had her own shoe, Brad Jordan, but the kid's gonna be like, I like the KDs, I like Kyrie's. So then it's like, how does Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, whomever, how do they take these athletes, Skylar Diggins, and all? How do they continue to build the next generation of them if the current, girls don't support and buy their product? You know what I'm saying?
You mentioned that a long time ago.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's like, in order for the girls' game to really thrive, when Maya Moore shoes drop, y'all got to be lined up around the corner like y'all do for the Jays.
No question.
And they'll be able to, make more for her. And then ultimately if you're that nice, as you grow and develop, you have your own signature shoe.
For sure.
The girls are constantly buying KDs and LeBrons and, Kyrie's, Steph Curry shoes. You're not going to grow the girls' brand as it should grow. So I was thinking about that this morning. But Maya Moore, man, like unprecedented, like her resume is stupid.
Yo.
And I wonder what really drove her to leave, not just this guy's case. I wonder, did she practice like law? Like, did she practice social justice in college? I don't know. Do y'all know what she was into as far as that's concerned, or how it kind of came about?
No, I haven't heard the whole gist of it from her perspective.
Yeah.
I was reading a few things on it, man, and she just kind of say, people started tapping her and talking about certain things, man, and just brought attention to it, man. So
I believe
go ahead.
It was brought to her attention from her family, because I was kind of reading up on it the other day, and it said she met him going into her freshman year of college, and going in her freshman year of college is when she met him, and I think met him through, I think he was a friend of the family or a friend of some of her family members, and her family kind of was pushing her, not pushing her in a negative note, you know what I'm saying, but just kind of, hey, meet this guy, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop, and she finally did so, and after meeting him, kind of organically cultivated that relationship, and she kind of vowed to it, like, You know what I'm saying? I believe you. I totally understand. And I'm going to be here with you to support you and, you know, ultimately try and get your freedom.
You know, she got it's a little video out that she had, man, couple of days that was out from 3 days ago from when they was on there. I mean, shit, I want to pop off into that. Just let them listen to it. Shoot, we can enjoy that, or we can just keep rapping about it.
I haven't heard it.
I'm all for it.
Let me see if I can find it, man, real quick, and get it popping.
Oh man, hey, look,
she definitely did
over there. Look, let me tell you something, Pew. I don't think you understand, bro. I don't think you really understand. Lo is over there producing, bro. Like when I'm a little bit upset that he didn't have it ready, queued up. I'm a little upset he wasn't ready to have it queued up. But the fact that he's like, yo, I got a little clip. You know what I mean? I got a little.
So Mo, so check it out, Pete Gang, right? So we was being patient, waiting on your entrance, right? I told Pew that I had dropped the ball a little bit because I ran behind and I wasn't able to get everything prepared like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And Pew's long day is on Thursdays, my long day is on Sunday. And I kind of was overextended because, man, look, my bad. But I'm ready for it whenever y'all ready, player.
He over there producing. I'm telling you, when a person got the drop ready, hit the play button, he was hitting the horns last. Like, man, he was hitting the horns, the applause button. Hey, man, Lo over there producing. I don't think y'all understand. Like, that right there is a skill and a talent. No. I've listened to a lot of podcasts. That's an important job. Yeah. Queued up for real. Because I didn't even know you can I've seen podcasts where you can play recordings and stuff like that. I don't know how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've heard it, but I don't know how they do that. So for Lo to be like, y'all got the little clip, you know what I mean? Go ahead, Lo, press play, man.
Let's see what you do. Let's see what I can do, man. You got to bear with me, man. You got to bear with me.
Wow.
It's gonna be a little short commercial. You know they want to give you a commercial, but they don't want to just show you love. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just let you go straight into something that's really important.
Lotion and the screen.
Yeah, come on, man. See, Mo be messing with me, man.
This is truly a thankful Thursday. She is one of the greatest WNBA players of all time. 4 championships, 2 Olympic gold medals, 2 NCAA titles that she won not far from here at UConn. At the height of her career, Maya Moore stunned the sports world, stepping away from basketball to fight for justice and the release of one man, Johnathan Iron, who spent more than 2 decades behind bars. He was just released late yesterday. We're going to talk to them both live in just a moment, but first we want you to take a look at their story. Maya Moore finds some space. A decade-long friendship between WNBA superstar Maya Moore and formerly incarcerated Johnathan Iron was based on family, faith, and the pursuit of justice.
I was visiting my extended family in Missouri, and they had gotten connected with Johnathan through a prison ministry opportunity. And so I got to know him through that relationship and started to learn about his case.
When Johnathan was 16 years old, he was tried as an adult and convicted by an all-white jury to 50 years for assault and burglary. But Maya, working in tandem with his team of lawyers, saw holes in the prosecution.
Jonathan's case is special in that, there was so many different problems in his case. There was no other forensic evidence that linked Johnathan to the crime. It just didn't add up that Johnathan could have done it.
People don't want to watch a fixed game. They want to watch a fair game. And so that's all we're asking for is in our justice system, let's be fair. Let's make it equal for every person to have the truth be shown and treat it with respect and dignity.
With a champion's edge, Maya helped win Jonathan's freedom. His conviction was overturned this past March, paving the way for his eventual release after more than 2 decades.
The conviction will be vacated and the petition will be discharged from custody. 23 years of life, I'm free. Praise the Lord, hallelujah, I'm free. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, indeed. And he is free, and he is joining us this morning. Johnathan Iron, along with Maya Moore, live from Jefferson City, Missouri. It is great to see both of you. I could barely sleep last night in anticipation of talking with you both. It's been less than 24 hours, Johnathan. Less than 24 hours. Just convey to us your emotions this morning.
I'm absolutely elated and thankful just to be here in this moment right now.
You and so many others prayed for this moment that you would be released. What was the first thing you did last night as a free man, Johnathan?
I think there's so many things happen. I think the most important thing that stuck out to me is that I got to have time to just sit around and just be around my people, my family and friends, and people that I knew growing up, and just be in that moment. We had pizza and we were just enjoying the moment and loving on each other, celebrating. That was what I wanted to do the most, and that's what sticks out of my mind the most.
Oh my goodness. And Maya Moore, we saw when you dropped to your knees when Johnathan walked out. What were you feeling at that moment? And explain to people why you put your career on hold to be a part of the team to help get him released.
Robin, in that moment, I really felt like I could rest. I mean, I've been standing and we've been standing for so long, and it was an unplanned moment where I just felt relief, and it was a kind of a worshipful moment, just dropping to my knees and just being so thankful that we made it. And, when I stepped away two springs ago, I just really wanted to shift my priorities to be able to be more available and present to show up for things that I felt were mattering more than being a professional athlete. And so this is obviously one of the biggest and most direct results of that.
Hey, Lo, cut it short, Lo.
You're stepping up.
There it is.
Yeah, like
that was powerful,
man.
And see, in the podcast yesterday when we first came on, when you said the major move of the week, that's why I asked, like, was that Howard?
Good point, Pew. Good point, Pew. You was holding out on us too.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why I asked, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going. Once we already got there, it was like, okay, let's keep it rolling. But like that Maya Moore, that was influential and super powerful. Like you said, she left the dollar on the table.
Man, listen, man. I'm like, go ahead, Mo, my bad.
You got it.
Man, I'm like, it just shows that women can lead. You know what I mean? Women can lead. We can't just continue to tell them, like, look, take the plate back. They can lead on some things, on many things, not some. And at the same time, what it shows is that real talk, she said that she's not going to be a slave to the money. Like,
hey, if you remember, maybe this was episode 99 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But when we first started talking about the Kaepernick situation, if you remember, I said, if there was a bunch of women, they wouldn't have played.
Point.
They wouldn't have played.
Point.
Think about what Pew said. Think about what Pew just said before we even started potting. When Pew said there was a situation that happened last night at his crib, who walked to the car first?
A woman holding a baby, bro. Like, I'm looking from probably 4 houses down. You know what I'm saying? I can kind of see the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she walk out like, hey, what you doing?
Yeah. Yo,
holding a baby.
Yo, women are different when it comes to, just taking the stance in most cases than certain men are, or I don't want to say that men don't do it.
Yeah.
They value different things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Value different things, man.
And Maya Moore is not walking away from a multi-million-dollar. She's not getting paid LeBron money, because usually most WNBA players are playing overseas as well. They got a lot of contracts and things like that going on to play basketball. So for her to walk away, no matter how much money she walked away from, like that was, to me, that was just
no question.
And again, it goes back to what we said.
Man.
Yeah, back to what we said the other night about players doing these types of things when they have, I guess, that platform. You know what I mean? And when she wasn't a second tier player, best player in the league. You know what I'm saying? And has been. That girl has not. I'm sorry. That woman has not aged. She looks the exact same that she looked when she was at UConn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Still
saying?
giving buckets.
Still give you buckets. So
I'm with all that. Shout out to Maya Moore.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. I've been to the point, man, where like lately, it ain't say lately, but just a long time, like I said, man, I'm cool with women leading. I'm cool with it. I don't feel less than a man when a woman leads because she's leading for the right cause and she's getting results. I mean, that's just her passion. So you know what? Sometimes it's like we lead, they follow. They lead, we follow. We both walk hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? We both right. And so you just got to understand about when the time is right. You know what I mean? The majority of the time, if it's majority of the time for the man to lead, then so be it. But there's times when we just need to take a backseat and support. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And just think about, we salute Maya, which is, obviously, par for the course, but just think about the case. He's 16 years old. He gets 50 years for a burglary and assault. We ain't talking about no triple homicide. We ain't talking about like a burglary. 50? He's 16?
And she funded some of her own money for the appeal.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She funded some of her own money for the appeal. And he was in there for 23 years, dog. 23 years. This is why, like, even during summer basketball, when I sit back and talk about these are kids, but you know what? We got to be mindful of telling these kids, like, listen, and these parents, I don't care if you're 14 or 15, you're still a teenager, but if you do a certain crime, you can be charged as an adult. And it's what we don't be telling these people that. And so we got to be mindful of just like letting kids just go out and do their own thing. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. Like, I wasn't raised like that. And I do not agree. Like, I say it all the time, like, these kids is living too fast. Like, woo, they doing things that I wasn't doing at 23.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And think about it. And what we ain't talking about is what they said had a major, listen to what they said. He did not even have a jury of his peers.
Yeah.
All white jury. So when you start talking, I mean, it's just systematic across the board. Like, you got to be careful because that's why it's important to go out and do your local voting, local elections, everything else, because the system ain't set up for you, man, or her, girl, lady, man. The system ain't set up for you, and they will do things and get some cheap labor from you, like at least the state of Mississippi got 40 years of cheap labor from your ass. You know what I'm saying?
That was a line. That was the bar. But no, like that, I'm just thinking about that. Like 23 years. I mean, you 16 years old, man.
He's 40.
How old is Jay? Jalen, your son.
15.
He's 15. Imagine, I have a 16-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Going to prison and to be wrongly convicted. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that story in and of itself is just crazy enough.
Oh, no question. No question.
It's I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll get a check.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's no real monetary value for missing out on 23 years of life. Like at 16, woo! I mean, it's an entirely new day and age.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if beepers were probably around then.
When? What year was it?
What year did he go?
It was 23 years ago.
So it was like 98, 97.
Yeah,
somewhere
people
around there.
was around.
Yeah,
They was
yeah,
just going
yeah.
out then. They was going they was just going pretty much out by that time because cell phones started coming around pretty good by 95, 96 when people started really popping them. 96.
That's when you had the 96 when you had the bag phones.
Yeah, I want to say it started popping around that time. I had a Primeco phone.
Yeah, you had cell phones, but it wasn't plenty, and you was being charged up the wazoo per minute. But to your point, like time, I mean, that's 20-some years ago. Everything changed.
Man, and so what gets me is that I'm thinking about is the fact that what we've been talking about on the last couple of podcasts, the last couple of episodes. Who going to sacrifice to not play for a bigger cause? Let's keep it a buck. No men have said that they're doing it for that cause.
Right.
The men who are not doing it have said it's for different reasons. Respectfully.
Only Kaepernick.
We talking about the bubble right now. What you know?
With the league, yeah. No NBA player has.
And so like you said, they're not.
What kind of conclusion do you come from with that, Pew?
That money.
I mean, the root of all evil, man. Like
bass drop.
Yeah, like it's the value of the dollar. Everyone values it differently, and we can't knock Maya Moore because the WNBA doesn't make the same amount of money that the NBA does. I mean, you almost gotta give her more praise for her willingness to sacrifice the limited income that she does receive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a bigger testament to who she is, what she believes in, and her to willingly sacrifice not only her stardom, but her money. And on top of that, put her money where her mouth is and put it to the appeal. Like I don't have to go out and try to raise money. Like, here's what I have and I believe in this and I'm all in. Like, kudos.
I think it's even a little deeper than that too, Pew, because if I had no idea, she said in the little segment that her parents were part of a ministry, so it's already in her. You know what I'm saying? Like that is already deeply rooted into who she is as a person because her people was already, doing those types of things. And just like you said, hearing about his story made her, that's compelling, man. Because everybody wouldn't have done that. Everybody would have been like, oh, well, I can maybe during off season, I might be able to come and help out. She put it on the line. And she got it done quick. That's what I'm saying. She a gangster.
No question. I mean, they got the right people. They found the right resources to get behind them and help push that thing. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all that's listening right now, again, pay attention. If you're in iTunes, make sure you hit that share button. If you share to your social media platforms, which is Twitter, Facebook. If you are on if you check out IG, the Summer Podcast, make sure you like and share that as well. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it across. Not only that, but if you're on YouTube, hit the notifications button so that when we upload and we drop things, you get that alert, and then you can continue to share it across your media platforms as well. We appreciate the time, man, and everything that everybody takes their time out to even listen to some guys that are not considered guys that supposed to know anything. We hadn't been pumped up by the media and things like that. We just normal guys, and we just sharing perspectives, man. So for y'all to be taking your time listening to us means a lot.
No doubt.
Yeah. But hey, this was just a special edition for Maya. So we gonna shut this thing down, let Maya have it like that.
There it is. Moel Rod, man, Summer Podcast. Check us out. Stay tuned.
No lie, I'm buying a Maya Moore jersey.
You know what?
Just for baby girl, I gotta get one.
Like, I ain't mad at you. Okay.
I got a daughter, and I
put the battery in my bag.
Huh?
Put the battery in my bag. I got to go purchase.
Gotta get one.
That's what's up. Well, look here, we appreciate y'all's time. Make sure, again, you appreciate you supporting us. Continue to help us to grow, help expand the platform. Send us some thoughts, ideas. Y'all know how to go onto the social media platform, the Twitter, send some thoughts and ideas on what y'all want to hear. It's always conversations. It's social, and it's a lot about sports too, but we in for it all.
There it is.
All right.
Holla at me. One.